The content in this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not intended to be medical advice, a diagnosis, or a treatment plan for any individual. Listening to this podcast does not establish a doctor-patient relationship. Always consult your own qualified healthcare provider before making changes to your health, medication, or lifestyle. By choosing to listen further, you acknowledge and agree to these terms.
Welcome to Feeling Good, Feels Good with Dr. Tripp.
Welcome to a state of feeling good. It's how we live and how you could. Just know it's how we're all meant to be. If things are off, listen to your body. It can tell us exactly what we need. Physical, emotional, nutritional, or mentally. No need to worry, it's reached accessibly. No matter how you felt or what you've heard, well-being's for everyone, it's what you deserve. Ease and joy are yours once it's understood. No need to fear, because feeling good feels good.
Welcome into Feeling Good Feels Good. I am your host, Dr. Tripp. This is the podcast where we talk about total wellness and outright wellness in perspective with physical health, mental, emotional health, chemical and nutritional health, as well as environmental, lifestyle, and habits. Today, we have a mindset episode, and I'm really excited to bring this all to you because it's something that we can all can benefit from. It is about focus. How do we focus on tasks and get them done? And not just get done some tasks. How do we knock out the most important tasks that are going to make us have the most productive days and hit our goals, goal after goal after goal? Now, there's a lot of techniques on how to be ready to be productive, but this particular episode focuses in on the actual moment of focus. So not how to get ready, not how to recover. What do you need to do while you're actually trying to get work done from a neurological, neuroscience, evidence-based perspective? We're going to talk about how to prioritize your mental energy, what parts of your brain control your focus, different techniques that allow you to be more focused, how to take breaks that allow you to be efficient and recover during your breaks, when to work based on your different biology, and we're going to put down some surprising facts, and I'm going to give you some nutritional tidbits. So there will be some crossover in nutrition and chemical today. Okay, priority number one is knowing what needs to get done. If we don't know what we're trying to do, nothing is going to get accomplished. See what we're trying to accomplish. If you think about a basketball hoop, if you blindfolded Steph Curry and didn't tell him where the basket was and told him to shoot and make a shot, versus if you were trying to shoot a basketball, but you could see it clearly, even though this person is amazing at shooting, if they don't know where they're trying to shoot, you as somebody who's not a professional basketball player is still going to make more shots. So we need to understand, what are we doing? So the first thing is to make a prioritized list. Keep a list of your to-dos. You can write these at any time throughout the day. Just have a sheet of paper, a journal, an open note on your phone where you can dump your to-dos. When something comes up, oh no, I should have done this. Oh no, I should have done this. Just put it on the list, okay? So you have this long rolling list. And then what I want you to do is look at that list at the beginning or the end of the day. It doesn't matter. Whenever you worry about getting things done, whenever you feel stressed, take that list out and just pick 2 to 3 of the most important things. You might have 25 things on the list, but I want you to just pick 2 or 3. If I get these 2 or 3 things done, I will feel so much better. There's a deadline on these. It's going to make me the most money. It's going to get me closest to my goals. Whatever it is, what 2 or 3 things are the most important things on that list? Some of you may have heard of the 80-20 rule. It's a rule that applies to a lot of different aspects of life. We apply it to nutrition. 80% of the time, eat healthy food. 20% of the time, eat whatever you want so that you feel more relaxed approaching your diet. 80% of the productivity of the workforce gets done by the 20% who do the most work. For this, 80% of your productivity will be done by just accomplishing 20% of your to-do list. Even smaller, I want to say like 10% of your to-do list, especially if you write down a lot of to-dos. Really pick out the things that are most important, and we're going to focus on those first. We will get to the other things, but you need to focus on those first and knock those out. Now, How do I start working on these? What's the setup? What's the trick? What's the foundation for me to be able to focus? The foundation I like to use is blocking, time blocking. And there's something called the Pomodoro technique. This technique is widely used and widely studied. The technique is simple. You use a clock and you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Then you work for 25 minutes and you take a 5-minute break. And you do this over and over and over again throughout your work blocks, throughout your work day. After 4 rounds of doing 25 on, 5 minutes off, you take a longer break. Now, some people who have hyperfocus, different types of ADD, different types of ADHD, 45 minutes on and 10 minutes off may work better. Even for those people, 25 on and 5 off is the standard. For most people, that's going to work best. If you want to try 45 and 10, fine, that's fine. So that's the Pomodoro technique. That is going to be the foundation. We have the time blocks and we have the list. Now, when you're doing your time blocks, you are focusing on one task at a time. You are not going through your entire to-do list. We are focusing just on those to-dos that are prioritized, one at a time. This time block prevents fatigue in your brain and supports dopamine regulation. Sometimes we get distracted. We want to look at our phone for a quick dopamine hit. We want to eat a sugary food for a dopamine hit. Doing this time blocking protocol, Pomodoro technique, helps prevent you from having those dopamine cravings. When you're on a focus block, there are certain things you can do. You want to be focused at something directly in front of you. You can even wear a hat like this or a hood over your head to block out things from your visual sight. You don't want external things coming in your field of vision because that is going to distract your brain. Even though, it's just something you're looking at, it will change the way that your brain is working. When we have focused visual attention, it stimulates something called our prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is the part of our brain that helps us with high-level decision making. So not only will you be doing focused work, you're going to be doing work at a higher level. You're going to be able to make better decisions at a quicker rate without distraction. Definitely put your phone away. You do not want your phone in front of you. You don't want it in sight, in a desk, in another room, because just looking at your phone is going to stimulate some urge, some memory, some other thought other than what's directly in front of you. So as silly as it sounds, looking directly in front of you at something that's close to you is going to enhance your focus neurologically. Now, during your 5-minute break, again, this might sound silly, but you want to do the opposite. You want to look at something that's far away from you. I will often go for a walk and try to find the furthest thing that I can see and look at that while I walk towards it, turn around, find something in a different direction, and continue to look at things off in the distance while I'm walking. I'm not bringing my phone back. I'm not looking at it close to my face. I am looking at things off in the distance to give my brain a break from the focused activity. This activates something called your default mode network, almost like your daydreaming state. It gives your brain a break from the mental focus, but a lot of times creative insight finds you during these daydream states. You might actually find your best ideas during your break. Leonardo da Vinci used to claim that staring into the distance allowed him to see more clearly, and it was when he had the most creative insight for his artwork. So what if you do decide to look at your phone? Can that really disrupt you? Yes, it's been shown that even just looking at one text message can disrupt your focus for 23 minutes. Yes, of course, you can go back to the screen, but your ability to focus, your ability to think and accomplish high-level tasks is reduced for 23 minutes just by looking at one text message. So it is very important to keep your phone put away, out of sight, out of mind. When should you do this protocol? Honestly, this is more person dependent. Start to notice when you feel more mentally sharp. Some people are early birds. Some people are night owls. It's just based on your different circadian rhythms. Our circadian rhythms are regulated by a part of our brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Some key things to keeping this nucleus healthy are getting sunlight, preferably early in the day, way more preferably earlier in the day, and having darkness at night. Now, again, this episode is more based on what to do in the actual time of focus. We will have future episodes on how to prime your brain for those hours of focus. But for this part, finding the time of the day when you feel most focused is really crucial. Some people find it in the middle of the day. Early birds, usually 9 a.m., maybe 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., 1 p.m. And then night owls typically get inspired, focused, creative from 3 p.m., 4 p.m., to 9 p.m. all the way up to 10 p.m. So if you have that flexibility and you know that's your time where you're mentally on, have your to-do list, put your phone away, set yourself up with a Pomodoro timer, and just go to work. You will be alarmed at how much you do and how much better you feel after getting through these work blocks. So when thinking about this, remember the motto, the name of the podcast, feeling good feels good. You can get a lot of work done without feeling like you're dragging, you're drained, like it's really hard to focus, like it's very difficult to accomplish tasks. If you time it up, eliminate distractions, focus on the most important tasks, and follow the work block schedule, your brain will be primed to handle these tasks and handle them at a high level and accomplish the most important things so that you can be most accomplished. It's not magic, it works. Before we go, I want to give one of my favorite focus snacks. And this snack is purple grapes and walnuts. Why does this combo work so well for focus? There's two main reasons along with some other secondary reasons. Purple grapes have something called anthocyanins. What those do is they help bring more blood to the brain. So if you have more blood in your brain, more oxygen, it's just going to be working better. Walnuts help us with something called myelin. Think about myelin as the lubrication for your nerve cells. If you have more lubrication in your nerve cells, they're going to be firing faster, quicker, quicker, quicker. So this combination really helps you be focused and to have thoughts that happen quickly and with ease. So you're going to have a brain, a nervous system with more energy, more blood, more oxygen, and then it's going to be primed to make decisions really, really quickly. Resveratrol, which is also found in purple grapes, has been shown to protect the brain from age-related cognitive decline. So that's a secondary benefit there. That's not necessarily for this moment, but it's just going to help you in the long term. And again, the walnuts help with omega-3 fatty acids and myelin maintenance, repairing myelin, which speeds up neurological signaling and enhances brain function, which in turn will enhance mental clarity. So why take them together? Both walnuts and purple grapes are rich in antioxidants, but they contain different types. Walnuts provide vitamin E, polyphenols, while purple grapes offer anthocyanins and resveratrol. Together, these antioxidants protect the brain from oxidative stress, reduce inflammation, and support optimal cognitive function. So in summary, you can get more done easier at a higher level without feeling as drained. Prioritize your tasks. Keep that list rolling. When something comes up, when it's giving you stress, when it's giving you anxiety, just dump it on the list. And then before it's time to work or when you're most anxious, highlight, check mark. Just pick the 2 to 3 most important. And then set yourself up with Pomodoro blocks during the time when you are most focused. Whether you're an early bird or a night owl, focus on the screen directly in front of you for 25 minutes. Take your breaks, go for a walk, look at things off in the distance, and do not bring your phone back into play. Eat brain healthy food, and I promise you will get more done than you realize you could have in 3 days in just a few Pomodoro blocks. I can't wait to chat with you all on our next episode. Feeling good feels good.